And I'll try to remember what I said I was going to talk about today, and we'll go from there. If you end up in the chat, I'm going to take a little bit. If you end up in the chat, I'll stop over every once in a while and see what's going on. But otherwise, I'm going to keep finishing while we have our little chit chat. So I'd like to know your opinion on what time the Monday stream happens. Because the thought that I have is Monday stream, I describe the week. Friday stream, I go over the week and tell you how well or badly the plan went. So that's the thought. So it's a little weird that, in my mind, that I live stream Monday afternoon. So I'm thinking in the morning. Now in the morning, Monday morning, I almost always have a Zoom meeting. Sometimes it's in person. We usually have a Zoom meeting at 9 o'clock. It usually lasts 40 minutes. So I could either do a live stream from home where we talk about the plan for the week, or I could do a live stream just a little bit later, maybe like 10 o'clock in the morning, and go over the plan. Or I can keep it how I'm doing it, and then, Monday, the plan has already started before I tell you the plan. Sometimes by this time, the plan has already failed a little bit. I will say today, it's not that the plan has failed, but today the plan is going slower than I anticipated, which is a running theme for me, especially the last 2 years. So that's all. Go ahead and throw in the comments down below what you think the time for the Monday stream is. And then, of course, the Friday stream makes sense to have it later in the day. This Friday, I actually shouldn't be working in the afternoon. I am supposed to house sit a dog this weekend, and the pup is going to arrive at my apartment about 12:30. So hopefully I won't be working this Friday. Friday afternoon, rather. So on Friday we could have the stream earlier in the day, or we could leave it around 5 o'clock like we have the last 2 weeks. So that's just a question you can answer in the comments. All right, so let's see. So what is the plan anyway? Well, the plan is the main goal this week is to finish a job that I got going on. It's a fireplace treatment. So we've built some cabinets. I've built some cabinets, stained and finished them. I'm finishing the moldings right now. So it's 2 lower cabinets on either side of a fireplace, bookshelf cabinets on top of those lowers. One of the countertops has a desk hidden in it. And then also attached to that project is they have a garage door, man door leading out to the garage. Not a garage door like that, just a man door. And it has a wood finish on the inside. And it's a little bit beat up. You know how garage doors do. A little bit beat up. So I'm actually going to cover the inside of that door with maple veneer, and then I'm going to stain and finish it to match the cabinetry, so that way the room kind of looks complete and has a theme. So that's the main focus this week. So staining and finishing today. Hopefully I won't have to do any more of that tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I am going to the job site, putting in the molding, put in the shelves, hang the doors, and for the garage door, I at least want to get it off its hinges, take off the hardware, and veneer the inside with the maple veneer, which that's rolled up right here. So got my roll of veneer. I'll cut that and let it lay flat before I leave tonight, so that way it'll kind of relax. And when I do that, I'll veneer the door first thing in the morning, veneer the door, and then that way it dries all day as I work on other things. And then if I feel comfortable enough at the end of the day, before I leave the job site, I'll stain the door and then rehang it. Maybe even rehang it and then stain it. Depends on the temperature, depends on how much time I got. Then Wednesday will be coating that door with clear and finishing up whatever odds and ends I have involved with that bookshelf. So filling nail holes, doing whatever touch-ups are there, hanging the doors if I haven't gotten to the doors already. And then Friday morning, I probably have to babysit that shower where the glass walls went in, but the customer's not quite happy with the caulking and the ceiling and the fit and finish, it's called, like the way it needs to look when it's done. So whoopsie, forgot to plug my phone in. First I got a text and I'm like, come on, I've seen streamers get texts. It hasn't killed the stream. And then I realized, oh, that's my phone shutting off. So there you go. Where were we? I don't have a clue where were we. I think we did go over the plan though. So I think the plan is done. All right. I'm not going to do a safety tip every Monday and Friday. We'll just do one a week. This week we'll leave that for Friday. I was going to take you around the shop and show you another project. Oh, I'm not done. I've got those pieces. Let's turn you around. So I was going to show you another project coming up, but since I can't take the phone away from where I have it plugged in at the moment, we'll wait on that. Maybe I'll bring it over. So what projects are coming up? So for the company, I've got two different kitchens, and they're very different from each other. One is going to be a full remodel. Certain aspects of it, we might take it down to the studs. We might add a pocket door to one aspect of that room, and then brand new cabinets. So that'll be one kitchen that I have to do next. The other kitchen is going to be more of a rehab. So the cabinets are going to get painted. Maybe the new doors will get, or maybe the doors will get painted. Maybe they'll be new. We will be adding some open shelves to that other cabinet or kitchen, and that kitchen will get a new laminate countertop. It's for a friend of mine, and I'm going to try to talk them into an undermount laminate sink, which there's one brand of those that I trust to do an undermount sink and laminate. And I'm going to try to talk them into it, maybe work out some sort of discount or trade or something. I don't know. I got to think that one through. But so two kitchens are next. That should take me through into March. Okay, we're only a third of the way through January, thank goodness. So hopefully those jobs will get started here in the next few weeks. So that way, maybe by March I could be done with them, because I do have more of the Fount stores coming up. That company is expanding with their nice line of leather goods, and there should be 2 more stores opening this year, and it's possible at least the planning will start in March. That's what they're hoping for. So I don't know how busy I'll be March through July with those 2 projects. Oh, and then there's always little stuff in between. I got a bunch of molding that I have to stain and finish, and 1 bathroom vanity to make. I'll probably start that by the end of the week. Just start staining and finishing things slowly. Then a couple weeks from now, install everything. So that's some of the upcoming stuff. I mean, really, that takes us through the first half of the year. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so I was going to talk about the plan. Now we've talked about the week, we've talked about the year. I can't show you a project because I'm finishing right now. I don't have a clue if anyone is watching, especially because I interrupted the stream with a power outage. If there is anyone watching, feel free to put a question in chat. That would be pretty cool. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any experience in carpentry, if you do this for a living as well. And also, if you're watching this later after the live stream, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Let me know what you are, what you do. And even if you have projects at home that you don't know if you can handle yourself, leave it in the comment. You know, maybe we can make a video that can give you some confidence to do a project on your own that maybe you've never done before. That's always exciting, learning something new. All right, that's it for staining and finishing. So what you can do sometimes, you know, it depends on temperature, depends on humidity. You can sometimes keep a brush going if you know you're coming back to this later, and I'll probably have to swing by after dinner and put another coat on. Either that or it'll be first thing tomorrow. But you can put it in a plastic bag and wrap it up. Sometimes if I'm going to be gone for a long time, I'll even put it in the refrigerator. But if you can make it kind of airtight, then you don't have to clean that brush. You can come back to it later and keep going. All right, that's it for finishing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go get that other project and bring it over to you. Talk amongst yourselves, you know, all 0 of you that are in the chat right now. Okay, you might not think it to look at me, especially in the winter when I'm doing the old man handlebar mustache. But I was kind of a punk rocker in my day. Ooh, I'll be on for my 15-minute break. Sweet, thanks, Skylar, that's cool. And so this was my very first bass guitar. So I bought it for 20 bucks from a guy, and it's a PV Squire. It's fretless, but it's only fretless because he tore the frets out. 2 owners ago, they tore the frets out. And of course, since I play the cello, fretless doesn't scare me. So this was my punk rock bass that I had for years. I even have flat wound strings on it, although these are dead and one's missing. So this is another future project. It's just a personal project. Don't get any money for it. But what I'd like to do, since I have all these crazy stickers on it, I'm real disappointed in myself. I don't have one of my band stickers on there. I'll have to get one and make sure I put it on there. But what I want to do is I want to fix this up. So I'm going to take it all apart. I have new electronics. What I think I want to do, I think I want to leave it fretless, and I don't really want to replace the neck because it does have some stickers there. It's got one sticker up here. So I'm going to fill in somehow, and I haven't decided how I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to fill it with epoxy. I was even thinking maybe taking some JB Weld steel stick and working that in there, so that way it looks like it has frets, but it'll still be fretless. So that's one thought I had. And then I want to clean up all this, kind of real gently, carefully clean all the stickers, and then cover this with either varnish, maybe even a clear epoxy, so that way the stickers will stay, but they won't deteriorate anymore. They'll deteriorate eventually, even under the finish. But yeah, so that's another project I got coming up. So I'll take you on a tour of some of the stickers. Have a day. To me, that's backwards. Is that backwards to you, or are you reading it normally? Swingin' Utters, that was a punk band. I was into the punk and the ska, so Bim Scala Bim. This is the Gadgets. I guess it's a Canada flag. I don't know whose sticker that would be. Dancehall Crashers. Zero G Facility. I don't even think that's a band. I don't know what that's doing there. Got some NASA stuff. Handyman Club of America. Stupid. Fuck 09, there's Scar. Oh, Dick Dale. If you ever want to hit this, he was the father of surf guitar. Amazing man. He died a few years back. But he was an amazing guitarist. Those were some great shows. Less Than Jake, Johnny Sacco. We got a Mickey here just hanging out. Got some Aquabats. Several Aquabats. Yeah, so I want to get this all cleaned up and get it. Two goals: protect the stickers and get it working again. All right. Well, I'm sorry that I interrupted the stream with my power outage. I think I had an outline written somewhere. Might have been in the description. Can I read the description? I don't think I can. Well, hey, let's play for a little bit then. Let's see what the filters are. Okay, paler than before, yay. That's kind of weird. Oh, here we go. So now we could do some Take On Me down the road. That would be for another channel, though. This is my build channel. Ooh, look at the bags under my eyes. What else? Do you want to see anything else, Skylar? You're the only one here. It's like a personal video for Skylar. Skylar's break might even be over. Who knows? So I do have to start cleaning this place. One of the other guys that's sharing this little almost co-op. Oh, the motorcycle? Motorcycle is at home. We can't show that. It actually is at home. It's on its battery tender. That's a good idea. Yeah, when the weather gets good, the motorcycle lives here part of the time. Yeah, absolutely. We'll show that. Sorry to do that to you, Skylar. No motorcycle here today. And fortunately, that motorcycle's in good shape, so I don't have to do any projects to it. This is the most exciting live stream ever, isn't it? Yeah. Skylar's so glad he tuned in. Well, I don't know how much power I got. Let me check. 11%. All right, tell you what, I'm going to unplug it. We're going to walk around until the battery dies. Let's get it off my face. Oh, thanks, Skylar. That's cool. All right, so got some cabinet style to do a repair. These are our moldings. So that's a trim. Those first two are a trim for around the fireplace. The next three are base molding, so they'll just sit on the floor, sit against the cabinet. Yeah, I know I have 10%. And then the last three are crown molding. So I'll do a nice video tour of that job after it is done. So there's 12 shelves. There's 3 in each of the 4 bookshelves. And this is what they look like. So in order to save money for the customer, they're plywood with a solid wood front. And that's pretty standard, or at least it is for the custom shop I worked at, and so it's become standard for me. So here we've got mitered doors for this job. So mitered doors refers to the fact that it's mitered in the corner. You know, it seems obvious once you say it out loud. The difference between that goes to, this is a Copen pattern door. So, you know, it interlocks on the edge like that. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Like these pieces interlock into the side, so it doesn't have that miter. This is probably a more traditional door. You might have one of those in your kitchen or something. But yeah, so we're doing the mitered doors here. So I know how to make doors, like that door I was pointing at over there. I made that. Those are extras from a job from years ago. The mitered doors, I can make these, but I would have to buy all of the router bits to be able to do these on the shaper. I do actually have a shaper bit where I could do this raised panel, but I don't have the bits. And it would cost quite a bit, so I actually ordered these. I ordered from a company called Conestoga Wood Specialties. And they do a really good job. And actually, they almost did too good a job. The first one that I stained, because they sanded it to either 180 or 250, it took the stain differently than the rest of the job. So the doors were actually coming out lighter than the shelving and the materials that I've already installed. So I actually had to hand sand those down to 120 before they would look right. And I think they're really good. I think they're really close. So hopefully the customer will agree. Otherwise, I got some fixing to do. So yeah, so over here, all this is the kind of mess that's going to get cleaned up. So the fellow that shares the shop, like all that stuff is basically just storage, and these two large metal tables are his because he's a welder, and there is an exit out this way. But a lot of his stuff is going to have to go out the garage. So then what my goal is all the stuff that I've put on his shelf there, all the stuff I've put under this table, all this junk over here. It's not all junk, that's a cabinet. I have to finish that for my brother-in-law, hopefully before he disowns me. But all this stuff is going to have to just go over to the other side of the room or out to the dumpster. So that way my friend Nolan can move his stuff out. He bought himself a house with a garage big enough to be able to do his work. So he is out of here. And I think he wants to start at the end of the week. So I may do some time lapses of Crazy Chris cleaning the shop on a couple of evenings this week. All right, well, thanks to Skylar for being here for live. Thanks to anyone that is watching this on the replay. But I think it is time to go because I have to do something on the way home. And I told the person that I would be there before 6. So thanks a lot. And we'll see you Friday. Let you know how the plan went. Take care.